drill in on one thing that you said there. It sounds like one piece of the puzzle that I haven't heard anyone say before is you need to get used to not just, I have four interviews set up with the people who are the absolute creme de la creme. Like, you have to get used to taking a chance on people who might not line up perfectly and just see what the fit is. And that might mean asking more abstract questions or interrogating their other backgrounds. Can you speak to that a little bit? Is that something that you're involved with as well?
I was involved with it quite deeply, until recently, where I've become responsible for strategy. Right. And I found that, going the traditional manner, releasing a requirement, putting it on HR, and then assuming that they'll find somebody, and then only talking to them after HR has gotten through with them, results in folks that maybe have done that same job for 11 years.
Yeah.
But it's the same year repeated. It's Groundhog Day. And you don't really want or enjoy those people at all, even though, according to HR, they were the ideal candidate, which means that you as a recruiting manager have to train your HR team. And then when you speak to these individuals, it's a skill to draw out, because sometimes they cannot express it in a manner that would make it sensible, which is making them even that much harder to recruit.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to roll the dice and take your chances. We, for example, found that having a probationary period, especially for the lower positions, was helpful. We found that not being obsessed with educational qualifications was also helpful. Going afield, looking for people that didn't necessarily have that computer science or engineering background, but had a demonstrated track record of being able to think. Also being patient, which is not something that we're very well known for, because the pressures are intense. If you got an open position, you need it filled day before yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
And so there is that anxiety to take, the best fit, close the position and move along. So it's a learned skill, and that's a luxury that either the smaller teams must indulge in or the larger teams can afford. It's in that mid-band that it becomes really, really painful, because you neither have the luxury nor the training or the wherewithal to do this.
That's right. Now, can you speak to things like, if people are getting filtered out by, as you said, the sort of clunky HR sorting methods or whatever, are there particular things that you like to see on, a would-be SOC person's resume that you sort of puts them at the top of the list? Like, are there certain experiences or, you had mentioned like people doing one thing for 11 years. Do you like to see people who have done a lot of things over the years, or does that matter necessarily?
It does matter, but the most important thing is, are they curious? So we see that the most successful SOC employees are ones that have a mixture of curiosity and experience. But then if you don't have experience and you haven't done this forever, what's left? What's left is curiosity. Are you teachable, and are you wondering about how this stuff works? And can that be demonstrated in some fashion in your resume? You took courses, you listened to particular speakers, you explored certain topics, you engaged in some activity, through CompTIA or anywhere else that allowed you to explore a particular topic. Are you able to speak, read, or write about it and say something interesting in the resume, in the interview, that suggests that even though you may not know everything there is to know about it, you know how to spell it, you checked up on it, you understood, this, that, and the other thing. There's now a wealth of resources on the internet. There's no topic that you cannot explore. So are you giving your own time? Instead of watching Seinfeld again for the nth time, are you prepared to look and study something that's relevant? That demonstrates curiosity. Now, experience will come with time, and once you've got both C and E, you'll be in the top right. What I worry about are the people that don't have any curiosity but have experience, because these are the ho-hum plodder types. And of course, ones that are neither curious nor have the experience are not interesting at all. They want to be boot makers, or they want to fry fries, and so that's not interesting. But anything else, especially more curious, is something that we can work with and enjoy.
How about some free cybersecurity training resources for you and your team? Just go to infosecinstitute.com/free to get ebooks, training guides, and more than 100 cybersecurity training courses, all free for CyberWork listeners. Go to infosecinstitute.com/free and start learning crucial new skills today.